Hello and welcome to another episode of Shark Bytes. This is our June edition of the official Be Cyber Aware at Sea YouTube channel. Today I'm joined by Mark Sutcliffe.
Morning, Jordan.
Good morning, Mark. And we're going to be talking about a new initiative that was launched yesterday in Oslo, Norway, by the CSO Alliance to assist with the challenge of cybercrime reporting and information sharing in the maritime and the international shipping industry sectors. So, Mark, if you just tell us a bit about this and what you're doing and where we are in terms of the project at present.
Great. Morning, Jordan. It was good to see you in Athens and Oslo today, and trust me, it's less glamorous than it sounds. No, in short, we have partnered with some key industry players. So representing ship owners, BIMCO, the P&I industry, North P&I, for the flag states, the Marshall Islands, and for classification societies, DNVGL. And underpinning it all is an organisation that's got about 25 years of fighting cybercrime with 600 full-time employees in their cyber division. So as a collective, we've come together using the CSO Alliance methodology to create a cybercrime reporting portal. And that's to really ensure that ship owners have a secure, anonymous portal to report cybercrime. If we get and collect the criminal footprint of cybercrime activity, working together as an industry, we will get ahead of the curve and give better advice to our CIOs, CTOs, the technical officers in each shipping company about what they should be doing, and in effect evolve a kind of virtual technology officer service.
And I see you mentioned anonymous there. I guess that's quite important in a world where nobody wants to tell everyone they've left the door open with the key, and it's quite difficult, isn't it? Not just in shipping industries, but to encourage people to report this sort of crime. We've seen the same challenges in the finance sector, in the healthcare sectors, and obviously with this recent ransomware attack that took a lot of industries by storm, it's becoming more prominent, this issue.
It's a great point. We've been talking to the Financial Services ISAC in the United States, so we're establishing what works in other industries. And I think the International Maritime Bureau openly stated that at least 30% of crime is not reported in the maritime industry about traditional crime, and that goes up to 50% at least in West Africa. So we have to think a little bit differently, and that's where assured anonymity, the server will be based in Iceland, the data comes in, it's split with the ID and the data encrypted, going to different servers, different jurisdictions, and then the original data is destroyed. So we have to say to our contributors, you are assured anonymity. And we think this change of approach, this change of mindset with the legal assurance, with the partners that we put together, will encourage people to step forward, share ideas, share information, and let's get ahead of these cyber hackers. I think working together and underpinning this project, which we've been working on for at least 4 years now, is security through community.
And one of the other challenges that sort of springs to mind is the insurance sector. It's very difficult to measure the risk at present because there just is no information out there.
Thank you. No, really good question. We've engaged with the insurance industry, both obviously North P&I are supporting us, but we went to see some of the major reinsurers last week, again with our partners, explaining what information do you need to release us from this Clause 380 exclusion. And all I can tell you is, first of all, they're grateful for the approach. It has triggered some really deep debate about how they can engage with us and what do they actually need to ensure that we get better policies at a cheaper rate that actually cover the risk. If you're a ship owner with sort of, say, the average ship owner has 5 ships, you have about 30 different insurance policies, all with cyber clauses, some excluded, some not. So we've got to work as a collective and really get a grip. And I'm delighted to say the insurance industry very supportive of this approach. So we will feed their feedback into the solution.
And within the solution itself as well, I know training is now going to be a part of that. I think that's quite important because to be able to report crime, you need to be able to understand what cybercrime looks like. And I think that's one of the hurdles we have at present is everyone hears this buzzword of cyber security, cybercrime, but people don't really understand what exactly that looks like yet.
I think I'm personally learning more about cybercrime every day. I heard, and and I can get the the quote for you, that the average hacker is inside a company for 260 days before they're discovered. So I agree with you. Awareness is absolutely the starting point, and hence why we, as CSO Alliance, are backing the Be Cyber Aware at Sea campaign to create awareness for seafarers. Same methodology is required for office staff. And actually, most importantly, what we want to do with the Cyber Alliance or the cyber community is support the CTOs so they can go to the management with a credible plan of what they need to do. Through the management, inform the board, and through the board, shareholders. Cyber crime needs to be on the board agenda at every board meeting, because if you do not understand it, you need to debate it until you do. And that's one of the things, again, we're learning every day, and really what we're trying to do is share our learning with the thousands of ship owners out there, with their technology officers, so we go forward together. That's really what this is about.
Excellent. And just finally, I'm a seafarer, I'm on a ship somewhere in the Indian Ocean, I want to report crime. When can I start doing this? When will this be live and working?
We aim to have the pilot project really up probably by the end of July. And what we will do is invite our members, the CSO Alliance members, their CTOs in, and we will obviously welcome new CTOs to come and join us. And really, we're going to build it up with them. I mean, what we learned from CSO Alliance, it was designed and built by CSOs for CSOs. And really, we're going to replicate the same methodology. Sit down with the technology officers. We've already run workshops with them. We've got an evolving understanding of their needs, and we will construct it. So really, by the summer, it'll be up and running. And really, after the summer, testing and adjusting, it'll constantly evolve from there. So really, ideally, by the summer.
Excellent. Well, that sounds very positive, Mark. It's been a long journey, I know, and a lot of hard yards have gone in for you to get to this stage. But no, really good news, and I think this is a really significant development for industry, and I think that's quite prominent given the supporters and the backing that are behind you. You know, these are global leaders, aren't they, in what they do, which is brilliant news. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch up with you before you launch the product again to tell our viewers how they go about reporting crime, whether it's by phone or email or what that system is. But thanks a lot for your time.
Brilliant, and we want to really just give a quick plug for North Shipping. I work for Christian Gerd Jebsen and Will Williamson and GAC, Scandinavian companies, for 22 years. I've never been to North Shipping. It is an amazing event. Thousands, tens of thousands of people, and it's a real eye-opener.